Yesterday, my neighbor gave me a lot of squash, tomatoes, and a baby cucumber. One of the neighbors in my community had gave him some of the vegetables that he grew out of his garden, and then my neighbor passed along to me the abundance, divided what he was blessed with. So that's a benefit of us growing our own food. We are able to share it because it does grow in abundance. God is so good. So I just got through cleaning them and everything, but I think I'm going to eat this baby cucumber now. But what I started the video for was I was watching some old videos that I saved regarding the, just starting out growing your own food and everything. And one of the videos that reminded me, and immediately I stopped the video that I was watching, and when she was talking about these videos that I saved in my Intuitive Garden playlist, the ones that I think is very beneficial, very helpful for us to, as beginners to learn from. But she reminded me, because I was going through my old videos, that she planted the cabbage, that she had from the grocery store. She planted the cabbage, cut it to be planted or whatever, that main root part in there from the cabbage. You could regrow it. And from her regrowth, okay, just like you can see right here, this is the part that I replanted from the original carrot, rather. The original cabbage. And let me sit this phone down. Let's see if I can sit the phone down. Okay, do it right there. So what she reminded me about was that from the original cabbage, when you plant it, you can, because I didn't know, but all of these are different heads of cabbages. All of these are, wow, I should have pre-planned how I'm setting this up. But all of these are individual cabbage heads. So what I'm going to do, because we would do it a little sooner, so what I'm going to do is take these off and plant all of these individually, giving even more cabbage heads. See, they've, you would do it before they get this big. But I went and took it out of my garden and was like, dang, I forgot. Yes, all of these are individual cabbage heads that I can go and plant separately. So yes, and you have more here. So once I take all of these off of here and plant separately, I'm going to stick the original one back in the ground and do it again. As they come up even more, do it again. And this one, I was going to let it grow fully, but I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got so many different cabbages in here. So I'm going to take them out and let them grow separately instead of all in one bunch. Give them room to grow individually. So yes, I hope I can be, sensitive enough and not hurt anything, but I'm going to cut it out and plant it again. So I don't know if roots, I don't think so. I think you could just cut it. I have my little knife here and I'm going to stick it in the ground. But then that means all of this might die off. So, but I'm going to test it and see anyway. But yes, all of these are individual cabbages. So I'm going to cut them off and stick it back in the ground and let them grow individually, not in one big giant cluster like this. So I'll pause the video maybe and let you see what I did. Okay, I just did the purple cabbage, and from that original purple cabbage, the original one that I planted in the ground, I have 1, 2, 3. This looked like that's from the original that I planted. So far I got 3 cabbage heads and 4. I'm gonna plant it in some soil. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So far there are 11 cabbage heads that can be grown from one cabbage you bought from the grocery store or wherever you got it. And this is a piece that broke off. I'm going to stick it in the ground as well, some soil in the ground as well. I'm probably going to make a little section in my yard somewhere and plant them. And now I have the green cabbage that I need to do the same way. I see a lot of heads of separate cabbage heads that can be grown. So I'm going to do this the same way. I'll stop the video and come back to you. Okay, so I had 11 of the purple cabbage. Really, I have 12 because I didn't count this one down here. So that's 12 from one individual original cabbage. I keep saying carrot, I believe. But one original cabbage that I bought from the grocery store, the purple cabbage, and planted the core. And so far I got 12 separate cabbage heads that can grow. And from the green cabbage, here's the core. And we have many different buds coming up, separate cabbage heads already trying to come up from that. But I'm going to just plant it back in the ground. So multiple cabbage heads beginning there. And I answered my own question. As I was cutting these off, I was like, should they have roots on them? But I answered my own question because when I planted the core, it didn't have roots in the beginning. So no, we don't need the roots. So yes, so from the original cabbage head, green cabbage, we have 1, 2, 3. Let me stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that one down there? 9. No, that's 8. Okay, we have 8 separate cabbage heads from the green cabbage and about 12 from the purple cabbage. This has been down in the ground a while because you could see how big these cabbage had started to grow. So yes, it didn't dawn on me, as it was growing, to go ahead and separate them. So this one hadn't had the chance to grow as big. I was able to get these, and I'm gonna plant them even, separately. So gosh, that shows you how God is good. We don't need all of the money to do this, to do that. Right here, I have all these cabbage heads, and once I freeze whatever harvest I get, God willing, they be big and I'll be able to cut them, freeze them, and what am I going to do with all of the rest of the cabbage? You could either give it away or look at that as some form of income as well. We will be getting to the point where we will grow too much. We can't eat it all. So either we share it and also be able to earn cash, or barter. We'll even be able to barter with it. But yes, this is so beautiful. So that's what I'll be doing in the yard today, in the garden, planting my cabbage. Okay. Have a blessed day. Okay, this is what I did with the cabbage until I don't know if I really want them to be planted here, but I probably should have went on and I thought of it at the last minute to put them over here. But yeah, that's what I did with the broken down cabbages individually. Put them in pots until I'm ready to put them in the ground. Okay.